Welcome back to this special series on world geography. For those that are attending this presentation for the first time, my name is Gary LeFort. I'm President of Business and Government Services. I'm also a retired associate professor from American International College located in Springfield, Massachusetts. Our first session last week, we went over the first test and I gave you 10 questions. Now this week I'll provide you answers to those questions, and then I'll conclude with a new test, test 2, that will include another 10 questions that you'll get a chance to research over the next week. And then the week after that, we'll have another presentation. You'll get the answers with a new set of questions, and we'll continue, during this coronavirus period. I'm anticipating that we could very well touch on well over 100 questions about interesting facts about the world. So let's get into test number 1 and the answers to each of the questions. Geography test 1, question number 1, name 14 countries that have a population greater than 100 million people. The answer is Bangladesh, Brazil, China, Egypt, Ethiopia, India, Indonesia, Japan, Nigeria, Mexico, Pakistan, the Philippines, the Russian Federation, and the United States. Question number 2. What are 2 countries that are on the island of Hispaniola? One of the first questions you should have had is, where is the island of Hispaniola? And it's actually in the Caribbean America, part of Latin America. And the 2 countries are Haiti and the Dominican Republic. And name the Benelux countries. The Benelux countries are in the western part of Europe, and they consist of the countries of Belgium, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg. Benelux abbreviation comes from the BE from Belgium, the NE from the Netherlands, and the LUX from Luxembourg, hence Benelux. Question number 4, name the 5 countries that make up the Greater Antilles. And obviously a question there is, where are the Greater Antilles? The Greater Antilles, when you look at Latin America can be broken up into Central America, South America, and Caribbean America. And Caribbean America can further be broken in geographical terms into the Greater Antilles, which are the large islands in the Caribbean Sea, and then the Lesser Antilles, which is the smaller islands, the one you typically will visit on an ocean liner tour. And then you have the Bahama Islands. So the Greater Antilles are the large islands in Caribbean America. And it includes Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Haiti, Jamaica, and Puerto Rico. Question 5, what countries make up the BRICS? This is a term that kind of evolved maybe 20, 30 years ago. And it reflects developing countries that are starting to grow at a high rate, and so could very well be economic leaders in the 21st century. The B stands for Brazil, the R stands for the Russian Federation, the I stands for India, the C stands for China, and the S stands for Southern Africa, or South Africa, excuse me. Question 6. What countries make up the United Kingdom, generally known as the UK? And these are the British Isles that are off the coast of Western Europe, separated by the English Channel. And the UK consists of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Question 7. What country has the largest Muslim population? The answer is Indonesia. It's in Southeast Asia. The country's population is about 275 million, of which about 230 million are Muslim, making it the largest Muslim population in the world. Question number 8. What 6 states make up Australia? Australia is in the Pacific Ocean. It consists of 6 states. They are New South Wales, Queensland, South Australia, Tasmania, Western Australia, and Victoria. Another interesting fact is that of these 6 states, one of them is actually an island. It's not part of Australia itself, and that island is Tasmania. Question 9, what is another name for Thailand? In our first session, I gave you a hint. If you've seen the play or the movie The King and I, it takes place in Thailand, but in the play, in the movie, Thailand is referred to as Siam, the kingdom of Siam. And the last question, the Philippines gains its independence from this country in 1946. The answer is the United States. And actually, the Philippines became a territory of the United States going back to the Spanish-American War between Spain and the United States that occurred in 1898. That concludes the answers to the first test. Let me give you the questions to the second test. Again, it'll consist of 10 questions from the different regions of the world, not just focusing in on one region. And what are the questions? Question 1, name 15 independent republics formed after the USSR, that is the Soviet Union, collapsed in December 1991. 2, this former country between the countries of Nepal and Bhutan, which are countries in the middle of the Himalaya mountain range. This former country became a state in India in 1975. Question 3, name the capital of the following countries: Romania, Kuwait, Sri Lanka, Mongolia, and Australia. Question 4, where is the country of the Maldives located? Be specific, just don't say in the Atlantic Ocean or the Pacific Oceans. Try to describe where it is located, especially in relation, say, to another country. Question 5, in what year was the country of Israel created? Question 6, name the 6 countries that make up the former Yugoslavia. Now this is in the eastern part of Europe. When the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, the former Yugoslavia broke up into 6 states. What are those 6 states? Question 7, what is the name of the peninsula where Spain and Portugal are located? Question 8, Victoria Falls lies between what 2 countries? Where is Victoria Falls? Once you know that, obviously you can then determine the 2 countries. Question 9, name 3 major religions in India. Which of these religions is the largest? And the last question, number 10, what is the name of the native inhabitants of Australia? Okay, as I said before in our first presentation, hopefully you'll know the answers to these questions. If you don't, then hopefully you'll do some research. The next time we meet next week, I will provide you with the answers to test 2, and I will also give you test 3, which will be 10 additional questions. Thank you very much for attending today's presentation. I hope to see you again. I hope you're finding this fun and interesting. Be safe and stay healthy. See you next week. Thank you.